right, folks, it's time to go, so I'm going to get started. Well, good evening, all, and nice to have you with us this evening. And for those of you who haven't met me, my name is Rory McDermott. My pleasure to be able to talk to you tonight about and share a business concept which I've been part of for many, many decades and have enjoyed. What we're going to talk about, it's a proven concept, and it's helped me to prosper and others to prosper around the world. And I suggest take a note of what we have to say over the next 20 minutes. It won't be longer than that. And as it could make a positive change on your future and your financial success. Tonight, we're going to be talking about generating passive incomes, a passive income stream, and leveraging a proven business system or strategies that we've got, and also achieving financial freedom over a period of time. You know, in today's world, there's so much going on out there, and we all are very aware of that. And at the same time, there's also a lot of confusion going with it. And it's for anyone who's wanting a business opportunity, it's quite hard to know where to start. And, you know, most opportunities require specialized skills, large capital investments, and they're always accompanied or normally accompanied by higher risks. And, you know, in today's world, we basically are facing two major challenges, and I'm just going to run through those. I think we have a major challenge, a health challenge, basically. It's largely caused by modern day food processing, obviously plays a big part in it, because gaps come in our diet, and these lead to poor health. Also, there's a big dependency on chronic drug medication, and this is also affecting people's health in a negative way. The second challenge facing the world today, I think this is a systematic thing that's happening. There appears to be a breakdown in our economies, and this is leading to the highest recorded unemployment we've ever had. It's leading to job losses. It's leading to loss of income and mass poverty and fear in many, many cases. So I want to share this evening a very simple, yet I believe a brilliant business system that can address these challenges that we're facing. And you can do it on a part-time basis. You've all heard the little saying, KISS, keep it simple and straight. And you know, there is so much power in simplicity. And it's the simple things that work in life because they are duplicatable and they can be done by anyone who wants more out of life. And that's why we try and keep it as simple as possible. Just before we get into it, a little of my story and my wife's story. Nola and I both had good corporate jobs. We soon realized, though, along the line that working for a boss wasn't ideal for us, and we'd never have our lifestyle or dreams that we wanted. So we decided to launch off into our own business, which we did. We had a fair amount of success, but we also found that having your own business doesn't really guarantee financial independence. Along our journey of life, we were introduced by a very successful businessman to the Neolife concept. And I always thank Horace Pater for doing that because he changed our entire perspective and direction in life. So we started off part-time, and it was not too many months along the way, we started making more money by accident than we were making by purpose. And along the line, a couple of years, in fact, it was 6 years we were part-time. My accountant said, hey, Rory, look, this little part-time business of yours is making more than your full-time one. So we ditched the full-time business and continued with Neolife on a full-time basis. But more than just making money, Neolife taught us a lot about life. It taught us to be more effective as people. And I am so grateful for that. It taught us about having what we call a balanced success. In the early days, success only meant money to me, and I'm sure many people are like that. But balanced success is where you have a mental success, physical success, spiritual success, family, social, and then the financial comes in. So you want to get success in balance. And that's what we've learned through our association with Neolife. You know, you could have millions of dollars sitting cash in the bank today. And if you're sitting in a hospital, sick and familyless, that's not success. And you'd agree with that. Now, I'm going to just share my screen here. So just give me a moment to get set up here. And I'm going to talk about let's just get this onto full screen. Right, let's get it there. Right. Okay, I'm going to talk about Neolife and its beginnings. The gentleman on the left there with the tie looking very smart is a man called Jerry Brasfield, a wonderful man. I've known him for many, many years. And he founded Neolife in 1958. So Neolife has effectively been in business now for 66 years. It has a global presence of over 50 countries, which, is great. So you can build not only in your local town, but you can build eventually a business that can reach around countries around the world. Now, Neolife offers an opportunity to people to start their very own business using their global business platform. So you plug into that business platform, and you are in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself because you have this business platform to use. So that's basically Neolife. It's a global business, and it's been around for some time. So when it comes to starting business, I love the saying of old Steve Jobs. He said many, many years ago, the Apple founder, he said, if you want to do something, look at what you are holding in your hand and perfect it in some way. He was obviously into computers, and he took computers and perfected them. And that's what made the Apple. And so what we're going to talk about tonight is, let's realize that we all are holding something in our own hands, and that is our monthly household economy. Some I know are small, some are big, but we all have some form of economy which we are holding in our hands. So what we're suggesting in this Keep It Simple here is to, why not think about this, consolidate your buying power. And that's what you're holding in your hands at this stage. So by simply consolidating and redirecting your buying power or your purchasing habits, this can start to develop. And over time, you can start influencing other families to do the same. What if you manage to get 50 or 100 or 1,000 families to change their buying power, redirect their buying power? This can build up to some really substantial income. And, that's what it's all about tonight. In fact, for some people, it could even become a career path in the future. So it's as simple as that. That's the power of simplicity. So I'm just going to, let's move on here to the next slide. When evaluating a business, I believe there are 5 criteria that one needs to look at. And I'm going to run through them and then go into a little bit more detail with them. The first thing is the product relevant? This is so vitally important. Is the product relevant and needed? Number 2, is the company long-term, and is the company financially sound? Very important, because in this day and age, there's so many people that come into business and a year or two later, they're not in business. Number 3, will it make me money? I'll show you how that's possible just now. Number 4, what are the risk factors associated with it? We'll talk about that shortly. And number 5, what do I have to do to make it happen? Okay, so those are a few things. Now, let's start off with number 1. When it comes to evaluating the product, is the product relevant? Okay, let's talk about that. Yes, the product is indeed relevant. And I'm going to just take an example of one particular product here. And that product is before I get into that particular product, we have in this catalog in front of you, we have over 90 world-class products, okay? And they range from various things. We have natural health solutions. We have a powerful economic, earth-friendly home care range, which is very popular. We have natural, organic, age-defying nutrition skincare, and we also have a personal care range as well. So that is all contained in the catalog that you're looking at the moment. There are over 90 need, necessity, top quality products. They are all consumable, which is very, very important because they can be used and reused. In our instance, I've had some customers who have been using a particular product for over 50 years. So that shows you the consistency and the longevity of it all, which is so important. Okay. Now, the next thing is, what makes the product so special? We have what we call a scientific advisory board, made up of some of the world's leading scientists in their field, and our scientific advisory board has a philosophy to guarantee you the finest, safest, most effective products of their kind in the world. That's what they work to do. So the products are world-class, they're safe, and the best of the quality. Now, the Scientific Advisory Board was founded by a man called Dr. or Professor Arthur First. He was known as the modern toxicologist. He did so much in the field of toxicology and cancer research. In fact, he was the founder member of the Stanford University of Chemotherapy, their laboratory at the University of Stanford. He is acknowledged to be the founder of oral chemotherapy. So he was a man of brilliance, and he worked on cancer development for many, many years. And after a period of time, he started analyzing what was going on and saying, hey, why are we trying to cure cancer? How can we prevent it? So he shifted his entire focus from trying to cure the disease to how he could prevent it, which led ultimately to him leaving Stanford and joining the Neolife company and starting the Scientific Advisory Board. He was the founder of that. So he switched from cure to prevention, and that's how the SAB came into being. Now, tonight I'm going to talk about just one. Remember, there are over 90, but I'm going to take one product, which you will see in this little box as well, and you've got a little leaflet in front of you, and it consists of 30 sachets of excellent product. It's called what we call Pro Vitality. Pro Vitality, the nutrients support healthy heart, immune strength, healthy brain, flexible healthy joints, clear vision, youthful skin, hair and nails, youthful skin, hair and nails, lifelong cellular health, and it's a powerful, powerful antioxidant. So it is an amazing product. In fact, it's daily whole food nutrition. And in that product, you have a sachet, which you can see there, which contains 4 products. And I'm just going to run through them very briefly. Treonin, the treonin, which is the little green jug at the top, that feeds your cells and keeps them healthy, the cell walls healthy and permeable. Then there's the carotenoid complex, which protects cells and optimizes your immunity. And then there's the yellow one is the omega-3 plus salmon oil. And this balances cells and maximizes good health. And then the last one is the green one at the bottom of the stack there. It's called Essential Vitamin and Mineral Complex. And this nourishes cells. It's more than just a multivitamin. So that is a powerhouse of nutrition. And just one sachet of that per day will prolong your health and give you an extended life. And so it's a great, great product indeed. The next range we have is what we call our home care. It's a clean and green range. It's our home care cleaning range, but it's green and has been green for over 50 years. Neolife was very conscious of the pollution that we live in, the pollution that we work in our waterways, and whatever goes down the drain can pollute the world in some way, and whatever we breathe in, the toxins we breathe in. So they brought out a clean and green range, which is brilliant. And, you know, that particular range, it's super economical. In fact, on average, it's more or less 40% less than what you're currently using. And, you know, so often people make a big, big mistake. They look for something that is cheap instead of looking for something that's economical. And our products are not cheap, but they're extremely economical and very, very effective and safe to use in your household. And it's something that you should convert your household onto. The next range is our skin. Well, our nutrients range. It's age-defying. It's a skincare range that restores skin to its youthful look. And that is as good as it gets. There's also a very good personal care range as well, which fits into that category. So let's have a look at point number 2. is the company, let's go back to, let's see, okay, there's the skincare range. Okay, so is the company, point number two, is the company long-term and financially stable? I'm just going to stop. Well, hang on, I'll just talk to you as it is because I'm going to share the screen again in a moment. Yes, the company is long-term and financially stable. The exciting thing about Neolife, besides its 66 years of operation, which shows stability, it is a debt-free company. It's privately owned by the Brassfield family. And the Brassfields are very astute business people, and they run a very tight ship and on very sound principles and philosophies. So yes, the company is long term. The third point we spoke about is, will it make me money? I'm going to show you that yes, right now, how simple that is. So what you have to do to make the business work is obviously link to the company, which your sponsor will talk to you about later, and we'll show you how that all works at the end of our talk. But the key here is to link and change your buying habits, as we mentioned, start to use the product yourself, and naturally that will spill over to a few customers. And by that, we suggest that you put in 10 hours per week, that's your time commitment, and build yourself what we call a 250 point or $250 for the comparison business. And that's you changing your buying habits. That's about what you do for start. The next step is, as you progress, it's a natural human trend or trait to, if you enjoy something, talk to people about it, speak to people about it. And what you do is you actually start to talk to people, and what happens along the way, you're going to find like-minded people like yourself. You want to do the same thing. So they link to the company, start their own little business, but it's linked back to your distributorship. And they put in their 10 hours and they build $250 or point businesses. We operate in 50 countries around the world, so we call them points, but they're basically dollar value. So now you've got a 1,000-point business. You're now getting a cash back of between 1,500 to 2,000 Rand per month. So it's beginning to start to build momentum. I'm going to show you the next step. What if, so you've got 1,000 points. What happens, or $1,000 business, what happens if in the next step, if your 3 people go out and duplicate what you do, they spread the word, they get some households onto it, and they build a 1,000-point business each, plus your 1,000 points, that gives you a 4,000-point business. Now, this is a critical point here, which I want to just mention. At this point, you are now sitting in a situation where you've got a business doing over $4,000 per month. You're making what I'd say conservatively about 15,000 Rand bonus back per month. So if you add that up over a period of a year, it's 180 to 200,000 Rand extra coming into your family unit. Now, this is a meaningful amount of money, and it's something which will totally change households and the way they operate. Now, the interesting thing is you might be happy at that level, but what if over time, some of your people started duplicating that, what we call director model? If you had 3 directors in your team, we're now looking at 40,000 plus to 50,000. What if you had 6? Now, not everyone does that, obviously, but there are individuals who will commit to that and over time build what we call a presence team business, which is over $100,000 a month, and they're earning some over 100,000 Rand. So it's a very substantial amount of money to have. So that basically is the business plan. Okay, so I'm just going to go back here. So what do we have to do to make it happen? There's a few things. Make a decision that you want to change your life. That's the starting point, and only you can make that decision. Number 2, you've got to look around at the options that are available. There are many options. I just know that the Neolife one is as good as it gets. The third thing you need to do is take action and link to Neolife. So I'm going to talk about that for a moment, and then I'll go back to the full screen. The best thing is to, what we say, link to the company with a kit. Now, there are various kits. The one I've got in front of you is a Tree and End starter kit. There's an investment there of 920 Rand. sorry, 980 Rand. And yeah, sorry, 920 Rand, correct. Now, that's the investment. You get 2 bottles of product to try. You get your very own personalized website for you to do your transactions on and business on. And you get some literature, and it's the start. You actually have the ability now to trade with Neolife over a period of time. And so that's the starting point. And I just want to mention here that just let's go back to full screen. There we go. There we go. Okay, thank you. Right. So I just want to mention that that's the starting point, but obviously you need to get back to your sponsor, the person who connected you to the training here this evening. And he will guide you through the steps. He will give you a link to his website, or if you're not that way orientated, you might be able to link and do it on a manual basis. That's also possible. But that's the starting point. And, nothing in life of value is easy. So there's always work. And no matter what your qualifications, no matter what your background is, you can do this thing if you put your mind to it. And it's not good luck, it's not good luck that makes people succeed. It's good choices. People succeed by making good choices. And once you've made your choice, you've got to have a focused mind and back it up with good, consistent effort. And, those are fundamentals of success which you need to have. Okay. The exciting thing is, supposing you became part of Neolife and succeeded, your success can help so many people in your family and your community. But if you don't succeed, failure helps no one. So you've got to really make up your mind that you want to succeed and prosper. And I firmly believe that there has never been a better time, or a time that our business opportunity is so needed. Around the world, people need what we're doing. And so you can go out with confidence and share this opportunity with people at all levels in all different places. And so I'm going to suggest that you now get back to this evening, get back to the person who put you on this call, make a decision, and link to the company. And for those of you who might be interested, at 9:30 tomorrow morning, we'll have a Q&A, questions and answers session right on the same link. So if you'd like to come back to me and have any questions answered, I will very gladly do that for you in the morning. So I hope you've got some value. It's such an exciting time in life. There's so much that can be done. And I really encourage you to consider it and become part of Neolife and have the opportunity to change. So thank you for your time. Good night and all the best to you.